everybody, Stevie here again. I get all situated up in my desk area. Just making another blog to hopefully redeem myself for that horrifyingly disgusting one I posted earlier. I'm sorry for that. I had no idea that shit was going to be that bad. Also, I apologize for cursing a whole lot, but tell you what, the only reason I do that is not because my dad had some military experience and he curses his head off more than any motherfucker I've ever seen in my damn life. I make all my blogs up on the fly. A lot of people you see, like Philip DeFranco and stuff on here, most of the time they improvise, you know, they do a lot of improv stuff where they just make it up as they go along. Other times, they got the camera pointed right behind the computer, so my laptop is like right over here, and then they just read it off the screen as the camera records. Well, I don't, I just make all this stuff up on the fly. Anyway, before I bore you all to tears too quickly, the reason I made this blog is I just wanted to talk about how my life has been so far this month. And it's been a lot of uppers or downs. A lot of my downs and stuff is because of a court case that I've been having to face. Don't really want to get too much into the details of it, because frankly, it's personal. You know, if it was some bullshit with a traffic court, yeah, I'd go into it. You know, but I'd rather not. All I'm gonna say is that I hope everything works out fine for me tomorrow, since that's when I go to it. And my computer is frustrating me because the music keeps going on and off. I don't like MySpace's music player for that purpose. It just kind of decides to die on me at the most random times. Or my internet decides to die on me in the most random times, like it just did right now. Please give me one moment. There, I fixed it. Anyway. So hopefully everything for me on that front goes good tomorrow, because I really don't want to have to keep going to courts and stuff. It's the bad, stupid stuff. I don't really want to get into too much detail, but my old man and I, we got into a verbal argument. One of our neighbors got involved. He kind of misread the issue. And when cops get involved in that, they really don't care. You know, they're like, this guy's yelling at him, this kid's yelling at him, we're going to file a report on it. That kind of BS. I couldn't possibly be looking at anything more than a bunch of bullshit anger management classes. Funny, I mentioned the two things because earlier today I was watching an episode of Penn and Teller's Bullshit, and it was about anger management, so life imitates entertainment, I guess. Speaking of entertainments, one of the ups that have been for me this month is that with my friends Figgy, Thorne, Becky, Dante, earlier this month we went to go see Lacuna Coil in concert. You don't believe me? Look at that shit, biatches. I has my ticket. But check this shit out. The guitar player Mouse was throwing picks into the crowd. I happened to catch one. And the oddest of fashions, it was stuck to the bottom of my boot. These big old fuckers. And it got stuck to the bottom of my shoe, and something fell off the bottom of it as we were, going to leave after the concert. Turn that down a little bit. And I'm like, dude, what just fell off my shoe? I look down and there's like a pick. It really sucked though, because when the drummer threw a drumstick into the crowd, this big old fat, humongoid Jabba the Hutt motherfucker tried to jump over everybody and grab it. He ended up dragging his fat talons into my friend Figgy's head, and she did not appreciate that very much. Nor did I, because I got kicked in the back of the leg by the same humongous whale of a human being, who then took out 3 other people for a fucking drumstick. He must like wood. I'm not going to say anything, but he likes wood, I bet. Anyway, another up of this month. Actually, since this is August, another up of last month, I would say, since I can go into it, is that I got to visit Daria finally in Arizona. If you've been looking at my updates and stuff, yes, you can obviously see I've uploaded some videos from that. I've got a few more I might put up on the way. I'm not really sure if I can get them all done tonight, though. Because you know the way YouTube is. If you don't have like a T5 billion LAN connection, it takes forever to get it processed and everything. But that was a very fun experience. For one, it would be the first time I was on a plane anywhere. Granted, I got a fear of heights that's like huge. You can kill your fear of heights by going on a plane, because anybody can come up to you, hey, if you got a fear of heights, you don't have to go up into like this tall building or anything, for example. You can quash it by saying, dude, I was just 24,000 fucking feet in the air, traveling, oh, I don't know, 700 miles an hour. They used to have a fear of going fast. I think that was a way of killing two birds with one stone, or, to put it better, killing two eagles with one Boeing 737 engine. Because it just gets sucked in there like, Wah! But anyway, that was a very fun experience. It would be the first time I've gone anywhere on my own, traveling on my own, I mean. It would be the first time that I was on a plane. I tell you what, man, going over Arizona to Arizona on that plane was incredible. We went over the Grand Canyon and stuff, but it's just seeing the water from out the different lakes that are on the way out there, just amazing. Because you really don't get it, you know, to put it in perspective on the ground and stuff. It's just like, wow, it's just a lot of water. When you fly over in a plane, about 20,000 feet in the air, and you look down and you're like, dude, that's a lot of water! You know? And it was a very cool experience, and I liked it, and we had fun out there. It was pretty cool. We went to a concert out there for the 4th of July. We saw Evans Blue play down at the Tempe Marketplace, which is really, really cool, actually. That place is like an outdoor mall kind of thing, but they got a big Edwards Theater or something out there. And her and I went to go see Transformers 2 when we were there. And a couple days after that is when we went to go see Evans Blue. At the end of the month, I wish I could have gone back there. The band Saliva played, and I'm a big fan of Saliva, actually. I really like a lot of their songs. And if you hear a little AIM thing in the background, it's my buddy Stevie, who has the coolest name in the world because he ripped me off even though he's younger than me. But yeah, flick a booger that way. Anyway, that was a really cool experience, and I'm probably going to be going back there soon after tomorrow. Hopefully everything's most likely going to go well anyway, so not much to worry about tomorrow. On my band front, I've got a couple updates for you. Thorn is actually back in the band. I got sick and tired of having a person in my band that was not contributing anything. Having a person in my band that would only whore herself around it, for the simple fact she would do it just to make herself look popular. I'm not going to be used as a goddamn social leech for anybody. And I was living with her at the time. I should have had better judgment and listened to my friend, who's been there for me through a lot of crazy stuff. So, I mean, he was the guy that visited me when I was in jail that one time. The one time that I actually needed people to be there for me, and he was there. So that proved him as a good friend. And she wasn't. She was fucking doing whatever the hell it is that she does. Pissed me off is that when I got the hint that I was going to be just a vehicle for popularity among her, so people would be like, yeah, you know, you're really cool. That's not the point I set my band up on. I am a musician, I've been one, it's my main talent. It's really the only thing I'm good at, is being a musician. I'm not going to set a band up or anything with the intention of just making one of the individual, you know, of the 6 or 7 or so people that I want to include in this band, to make them popular among everybody else. Because I love the band Evanescence, don't get me wrong, and I'm not talking shit about you, Amy, because I've had a crush on you ever since I fucking heard your CD, so I'm not talking crap, but it's like the same complex that goes on with your band. It's like people really only go to see one person. Like if they go to one of her concerts, they're going there just to see Amy Lee perform. They really don't know much about the other band, and they portray it the same way in the videos. Like it's just all shots of her. Yes, she's the main vocalist, but you only get like 1 or 2 frames of the singer, the backup singer, the guitarist, the drummer, keyboarder, what have you. And that's the direction she wanted everything to go, is to revolve around her, because it was a band that switches between female and male vocals. That's not original. It's not original in the least because boo doo 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 doo. Look at that shit.